Deputy President Paul Mashatile will be doing a service delivery assessment in the town of Jagersfontein today as part of government's commitment to address what happened there. He made all of these promises in the National Council of Provinces in his appearance there recently. This visit will also provide, or rather include, overseeing the resettlement plan for those affected by last year's mudslide. It was after that dam wall of an old diamond mine collapsed, killing at least one person and displacing hundreds more. Mashatile will also visit the Jagersfontein water treatment works and meet with investors in the area. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo is also there. She's in the Kopanong municipality for us this morning for an update. Ziyanda, the visit by the Deputy President contains a whole range of line items, and rightfully so, right? 8 months later, it's important to know what has been done and how much more needs to be done.
Absolutely, Michelle, and you'll remember that the Jagersfontein development project had pledged 20 million rand in order to resettle those residents who had, of course, been affected by that dam collapse. And we know that part of today's visit by the Deputy President will include visiting the land where we understand those new houses have been built, but also the general service delivery issues in this town. I mean, even just driving in here, just at face value, you see the potholes on the R706 coming into Jagersfontein. It's also a small town that seems to be resembling what we see across the country, quite dilapidated. And Premier of Free State, Ngcobo, certainly an important explanation that you're probably having to be giving to the Deputy President about the state of this town.
Yeah, we will certainly do exactly that, but the most important thing, we will also be briefing the Deputy President about our intention to reimagine this area. And you will see that there are no prospects of this area getting out of the situation that it is. Almost 96% of the residents here are not working, and that makes it very difficult for this municipality to render services. In fact, it is one of the most poverty-stricken municipality in this district, and this district has not been given much attention over the years, and our intention is to follow on many other issues that need to be attended to. We have a string of projects that we have planned for this area, and that is what we're going to be explaining to the Deputy President today.
The 20 million that had been pledged, what's happened with it so far?
No, we remember there was a problem at some stage with the quality or the toxicity of the sand, or whatever they call the sludge. We got a report that said earlier that this sludge was very toxic, and we also got another report that contradicted that, and we needed to get something clarified so that for us to know exactly how do we proceed working in this area. And part of it also has been a challenge with regard to the responsible mining house and their take on what they need to do and what they think that it is not in their purview. But also there was an intention by some of the community members to have a class case, and then they have been very reluctant in taking part in some of the issues that we needed to do. We have people who tell you that we have 3 houses, show houses, that we would want them to make a decision on, so that we can proceed going ahead with building. But also there are questions. You can build the houses in the area, rebuild those houses, but most of these people are not working. You build the houses, they stay there, and there is nothing. So the most important thing is finding a solution to this and create a better option. For us, this is a hub that we want to develop, your hemp hub. And this is what we are working to. We're going to be in the same city. We're going to be working with the South Koreans in putting up a plant, a 600 megawatt plant that will create almost about 30,000 jobs. So these are some of the things that we are working on to make sure that we repurpose and reimagine this area. Other than the way it is planned, as you see that there's no life here, we need to bring some life into the area.
Absolutely. Ngcobo is the Free State Premier. So he is also just standing by to welcome Deputy President Paul Mashatile, who will be arriving here in the Kopanong municipality. He'll get a quick political briefing. He'll also later be meeting with the residents of this town to get a sense of how they feel, and also visiting a water treatment plant, which is one of the issues faced here, water being one of those resources that is, quite scarce, as we've been seeing across the country in most municipalities. So an admission and a concession there by the Free State Premier that the state of this town is just simply not it.
The residents get some answers there today. Ziyanda and Ngcobo, thanks very much indeed for that update.